Hello everybody, let me introduce the DPS team which is introducing a play called Ozonite. We have chosen this topic because you guys might be hearing a lot about the ozone layer getting duplicated, a lot of issues from the ultraviolet ray. So we just want to bring on this topic to the audience and to the wider forum outside, that by doing the simple stuffs in our day-to-day life, how can we help the environment and can save our Mother Earth so that we can hand over a better future to our coming generation. So the play starts like there's a talk going on between the editor of Green Times of NetApp, which is played by Shogun, and the reporter, which is played by the Bhanu.
Hey Bhanu, how are you?
Hi Shubhan, how are you?
So here this, I just heard a news. So it says that few scientists have found a big hole in the stratosphere over the South Pole. So there's a dangerous impact of big proportion. So they say that the chemicals what we make on the Earth, that is destroying and contributing to the threats factor. So basically, I want you to get to this issue and get back to with more details.
Sure. I'll go look for the scientist now. Hi all. So let me, I've got this. So you're telling me that ozone is a thin layer of the atmosphere which protects us from the sun and which wraps all around the earth from 10 to 30 miles. So can you tell me about more information about that?
Yeah, so ozone actually is made up of 3 oxygen atoms, and when this is generally it is act as a safety net to stop all the UV rays coming to Earth. The biggest enemy of ozone actually is chlorofluorocarbons.
Chlorofluorocarbons?
No. We call them CFC. These are substances that we humans have invented. You use them for various manufacturing. We also use them in refrigeration, like all the cold air that blows out of every air conditioner in the world is actually this, made out.
So air conditioners are dangerous?
No. It's not about that. So it's nothing wrong with CFCs. It only gets bad when it escapes in the atmosphere, and it generally escapes when there are leaks in ACs or when you use a appliance which you don't drain the CFC out before you actually recycle it.
Okay, but why should my readers care about CFCs? You can't even see them, and the hole or the South Pole is so far away.
Actually, right now there's a hole all over Antarctica. And I mean, the ozone layer is even getting thin at places where people live, like North America and Australia. I mean, one problem is at the South Poles because they are so cold and isolated out there. At night, ice crystals actually catch these CFC atom molecules and they break them down into tiny pieces. One of the worst enemy of ozone is chlorine. What happens is that when the sun comes up, this chlorine escapes in the atmosphere and starts attacking the oxygen atoms. And I mean, it's like a shark which attacks a net and it bites through a net till the time it gets so frayed that it can't catch any UV rays.
Oh my God. Why is it so important that ozone layers filter out the UV rays?
You should talk to someone with first-hand experience on it.
Sure.
Let me introduce you to Gaurav Global. He's a
Hi.
fellow.
Hi, can I get more information about CFCs?
Sure. So let's divide this conversation into 2 parts. Let's talk about the creatures which live underwater and the creatures like us which live above the water. That's on the earth. Under the water, there are many small creatures called planktons. These planktons serve as a popcorn to the bigger creature. These planktons are getting worse affected by the UV rays. We are losing a whole species of plankton, which is inadvertently affecting the whole food chain in the ocean.
Oh my gosh.
When we talk about the life above the earth, there are many small plants which are getting affected by the UV radiation and the hole in the ozone layer. There is a whole species of the plant which has been gone extinct in the last couple of decades. This extinction has caused a whole loss of food chain to the humans. So if I say in a simple word, we are in a blink of losing all the life in this planet because of depletion in the ozone layer.
Oh. Can we talk to more people working in CFCs?
Let's talk to a doctor here. Let's see what he got for us for the ozone.
Hi Sunil. So Gaurav was telling me that about the effects of the ozone layer. So can you tell me about CFCs and IOs?
Hi, Manu. The thing is, you know the effects of UV radiation on plant animals. The thing is, excessive exposure to the UV radiation will cause wrinkling of the skin and then early aging, and also it may lead to the skin cancer also. The thing is, what you should know is, and whatever we are doing, like here, everything is affected in the atmosphere. The UV radiation, what happens is, like if it acts on the skin, it will burn the skin. So we are spending too much of time, investing our time on curing this kind of diseases, cancers and all. And one more thing is excess excess exposure to the UV radiation. What causes is like your eyes will like cataract, and then the cataract means that there is a cloudy vision, and you may lose the eyes also sometimes, like if it's not operated properly at the correct time. So the thing is, if you are saving the ozone from the CFCs, then UV radiations are trapped at the atmosphere level itself, and then we are saving billions of dollars on these cosmetics and other stuffs, and also we can save a lot of people from cataracts. And saying that, thing is, you are saving here, and the same money you are utilizing it for the food for the needy, and also we will be giving a better future for our coming generation.
Thanks.
I think I have answered your question.
Thanks. Too much information. Using CFCs is causing these awful problems. Do we really need them?
Let's find out. Let's talk to a AC repair mechanic. So Umesh is the AC repair mechanic, and he can tell us something about the CFC.
Hi, Umesh.
Hi.
Can we get more information about CFCs?
CFCs, yeah, my company really has something to think about these things. My company is trying to reinvent new refrigerators and air conditioning which uses a new fluid, doesn't have any CFCs.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Umesh.
Let's now try to talk to a CEO of a computer manufacturing industry.
Sure.
So here is Sandeep, and he is the CEO of a computer manufacturing industry. Sandeep, what you are doing for the CFC issue in our environment?
Previously we used to use CFC based cleansers to clean the microprocessors, which then we used to sit that into the computer. But then we found out that we really don't need to do that. We can use lemon oil and water to serve the same purpose. So we just replaced our CFC based cleanser with water.
Wow, it's good information. Thanks, sir.
So let's try to have some more information from a car mechanic. So Mayappan is the person who deals with the automobile, and he can tell what that industry is doing about the CFCs.
Anand.
Ensure that my garage has the right equipment to fix the air conditioner in the car. I have a device which captures refrigerants and coolants containing CFCs so that they don't escape into the air and cause harmful effects. That way I can capture them and recycle them. So,
Thanks. Thanks, Gaurav.
So I guess we got all the information what we are looking for.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Banu.
Hi, Shravan.
Maybe we get some information
yeah,
on the topic.
these are my reports about CFCs which I collected from different people.
Yeah, this is great stuff.
Thanks, Shravan.
So basically, I think this will be very good for our readers, and I think the only way we can stop thinning of the ozone layer is to do away with the products which use CFCs, or to look at other alternatives. I
Right,
also
sure.
guess the new ozone layer is, or the nature is already developing the new ozone layer day in, day out. So I think we should look at our manufacturing process to look at alternative solutions.
So Gaurav's given some important information, so here it is.
So guys, there is an important message we should all know that all the governments, the corporate sector, the personal people like us are getting together and getting rid of this CFC from the environment. there is a law already passed by US government in 1996 to completely phase out CSV by the year 2020. So I feel that if we just contribute little bit from our own time, we can achieve a much greener environment and we can hand over a pretty healthier earth to our future generation. So here are a couple of the points which we should all take care while we are working as a day-to-day life. So first thing is that we should ensure that the technician who is repairing of a refrigerator should recover and recycle the old CSVs. The vehicle air conditioning unit should be checked for the leakage regularly. The model which are post 1995 do not use CFCs. Please don't buy any portable extinguisher that use a gas named halon. Dispose the rubber product like plastic and properly and safely to avoid people using them for the burning. That's all from our team, and thank you everybody for your patience and watching this skit.